practice 4, the use of stimulants. Briefly, there was a conversation in number 3 about alcohol and pot, as well as coffee. So overall, the best stimulant found would probably be a natural state. If you're not in the industrial complex and tied to the capitalist system and the digital reality, it's very easy to maintain with just a little bit of exercise. 20 or 30 minutes you can enter the state. However, since most of us are in our doing, the next best way to get there, besides exercise, would be chocolate. The chocolate that this temple tends to use the most is just Hershey's baking cocoa added to hot water and a tablespoon of sugar. Not normally do I add that prior to the first hour. The second and third launch of the day, it's fine. The beginning is kind of like you're a virgin and you were born that morning and you want to enter the temple with the cleanest, purest state. Too much exercise can create an adrenaline rush, a dopamine, and various other drugs that flow from the brain. So, if you're going to create a stimulant, chocolate would be the first. Natural would be even without mentioning. Then pot, marijuana, can be very beneficial in relaxing the whole body as well as the mind. As far as alcohol goes, not in the beginning. If you've played for 30 to 40 minutes and you want to take it into a different state and kind of block the mind from its normal thinking, if that's a pattern that you're still working with, a mind that constantly contemplates what needs to be done can be brought into a different state through the use of marijuana. The chocolate can boost passion and open up the rectum as well as the throat, the nostrils. Alcohol can relax, but it also tends to create a sloppy driver, and eventually that driver will be running off of the road over intoxicated by the pure bliss. The use of other drugs such as cocaine or crystal meth, I highly do not recommend. However, I've met individuals that seem to have found extraordinary balances with those drugs in their play. This is not one of those individuals. However, you may be the exception to the rule. I certainly do not recommend you venturing down those roads if it's not already part of your orbit, as far as just mastering each new, whether it be chocolate or caffeine or alcohol or marijuana. They all require a mastering in a sense of, before you step into using those various substances, set an intention that you will be directed, that you will consume water, that you will only eat when completion of the orbit, and set prerequisites for the amount that you will consume. If you're going to drink alcohol 30 or 40 minutes in, minimize how much you're going to have one shot, or if you're going to use marijuana, maybe one toke per half hour. If you're going to use chocolate, 1 cup per hour. If oxygen breathing is probably the best and posture to stimulate the greatest orbit. So that's the basic feedback. With prolonged uses of marijuana, deeper orbits can be achieved. May not be true for everyone. And if you're one of those people that if you do one toke and all the goblins come out from underneath your rug, then you're not the person to be using that drug. However, if you've cleaned out from underneath your rug, typically one toke can relax the whole body and put the mind into a state of bliss, just breathing, feeling the body. If you're one of those individuals, it would be highly recommended. If you're one of those individuals, all the goblins come out, I would highly suggest you work on your goblins first. Seek help if you don't understand how to pursue cleaning out that debris that shows up. It's not a necessary part of the use of marijuana at all. It is just revealing that you're not dealing with what is beneath the surface, the hidden part of your consciousness. Peace.